In this video, we're going to be looking at a Holman Handcrafted Collection Bible, which is one of the higher quality Bibles from Holman Publishing. They have a lot of different styles, and we'll actually compare some Bibles in this video, but if you want kind of their upper end Bibles, the ones that are more premium in their construction and materials, the Holman Handcrafted Collection is designed to fit that purpose. It says here on the corner of the box that this is the CSB translation. It's a really nicely done two-piece box. Tells you information about this Bible on the front. Single column personal size Bible. It has topical, subheadings, footnotes, and this one is in the marbled slate calfskin leather. They also have at least one other cover option for the handcrafted collection of the single column personal size Bible. But this one has a unique look to it. Calfskin leather seems to be getting to be more of a popular thing right now. Goat skin has been used a lot on premium Bibles, but it seems like the trend now is to try different kinds of calfskin. The side of the box here gives you information, similar information to what we've seen in the front, and then in the back here you have even more information. There is no specific retail price on the back of the box here, but I can put that up on the screen so you see what the retail price is for this. Of course, as I often say, you can get these cheaper than the retail price if you purchase online. Often, you can get them at a really good deal. Some of the features you can see here. One of the nice things about this particular Bible is it is a 10-point size type, still a personal size, and yet really readable. And so it's actually one of my favorite formats that I've seen in the Christian Standard Bible translation. So without further ado, here is a look at the Bible itself. And the color scheme is really wonderful. It's not necessarily the most common color scheme, although, plenty of Bibles like this, but I think it's kind of unique. Has this nice, what do they call it here? Marbled slate calfskin is the name of this particular leather. It is genuine. I wouldn't say it's the highest quality. I'm not saying it's bad quality, but for a premium Bible, I would say it's nice. It's not amazing, but it looks very nice, and it is actual leather. And of course, because it's not necessarily the highest end leather, this Bible is actually going to be, even though it's considered premium, it's going to be very affordable. We'll also see the paper on the inside. But it has a nice look to it, no doubt. You got the raised spine hubs, nicely stamped spine. And the ribbons here, you have a black one, a gray one. I think that's dark gray, charcoal. It's actually a little hard for me to tell, but I think you can see that on the camera here. And then a red ribbon as well. So I'm sorry if that's not coming out clearly. Ribbons sometimes are a little hard to get to show up nicely, but I think you can see there. Three very nice ribbons. They're the wider ones. I don't think they're Beresfords, that particular brand, but they're nice. And then the page edges on this, going with the color scheme, they are silver page edges with a blue art gilt under the silver and a silver gilt line. And you also will get, with the handcrafted collection, a little card telling you about the Bible. And so it just adds a little bit, to the experience and telling you about your premium product. But as far as the materials themselves, they look very nice. They are obviously better quality than you would get on an economical Bible. But I think you can see the theme I'm saying here is really this is just kind of like a step below some of the higher end Bibles that we see out there today. I'm not putting it down, but I think you should know, you kind of get what you pay for. And I don't think you're going to have to pay a ton for this. So you're going to get a very nice Bible for the price, but it's not going to be all the high quality materials you're seeing in like a Schuyler or a Allen or a Cambridge Bible. But I don't think that's the market for these. Very, very nice looking though, and I do appreciate that the cover really fits the text block well. You can see here looking at this that text block is put pretty evenly into the cover, and I can actually see the gilt line around the text. So it is the correct size cover for the text block. The text block size with the cover is going to be about 9¼ inches, just under 6 inches, about 5 and almost 7/8 inches, and then about 1 3/4 inches thick. So you're looking here at kind of just a mid-size Bible, but with it's not a thin line, but what you're getting with that is single column. And I have reviewed similar Bibles to this before, so you can check out those as well. This has been one of my favorite Bibles to review as far as the text block, but they have made some changes. And so we'll get into that, and I'll show you this compared to an older version of this particular Bible. But just so, again, you can see what they have in here. It is an edge-lined construction, so the cover is nice and flexible. And they do have a presentation page. They have red print for this presentation page with black lines. Red print for the title, Holy Bible. So it's kind of a red-black two-toned theme here inside the Bible. This one was printed in China, 2023. So it is as I'm recording this, pretty new printing. You have the books of the Bible, contents. Again, you see that two-tone theme, which I think really shows some high quality here, that it's not just your plain black all the way through print. And then you have the introduction to the translation, commonly used abbreviations, Old Testament title page, and there it is. Now, honestly, as I'm looking at this, I think it's really well done. I mean, I absolutely do love the size of the print. I love the red print for the title, for the chapter number, and for the verse numbers are also in red. So those are some real beautiful, nice detailed things that they did in this Bible. But what I was going to say is I do think the newer design has more feminine look than the CSB used to have. The title with these designs that they put here. I don't actually know. I guess it's a tulip, maybe some sort of a flower. To me, it looks more feminine now. But the print is very, very readable. It is 10-point, line-matched, single column. When you get into the poetry section, you have, I think, what looks to be really nice in that single column format. As you go through here, we'll get to the New Testament. And of course, at the beginning here, separating the Old and the New Testament, you will have New Testament title page. What I will say is the paper in this, it did say is high quality, and it is good quality. I mean, it feels nice to me, certainly better than some of the more economical editions, but I wouldn't say it feels like, the highest quality paper, but very nice paper. And as far as ghosting, you do have some there, but the line matching really helps. So if you want this format, but in a more high quality edition, then the Handcrafted Collection is definitely the way to go. As far as this particular Bible, people have complained sometimes about the text going into the gutter. I think they helped alleviate that a little bit, improve that a little bit on this one. It doesn't look to me like it's going in there too much. You can decide what you think about that. That's not bad. It doesn't have cross-references. This is really very much designed for reading through the Bible. You do have footnotes, which is great. I like that they have translator notes and measurement notes, that sort of thing, but no cross-references. So to me, this Bible just has just enough in it for what it's designed for. I think it is a fantastic Bible. And at the end here, after the book of Revelation, which is on page 1855, quite a few pages, you have the CSB Concordance. And then after that, you have some note pages. The note pages are actually double column, if you can see those lines there. And then after that, you're going to have your maps. And the maps are on cardstock, a matte cardstock though, so they're not glossy. And they're the typical Holman maps, but printed in color, very nice. And then you have your end sheet. It does say calfskin leather cover on the back here to let you know what kind of cover this is. Really love the marbled look to this and the color scheme that they have. But let's compare it now to some other Bibles. The first Bible actually that I want to show is single column personal size Bible. That is an older edition, and this one you can, I think, still get this. It's a leather touch, imitation leather, but it's really economical. It's not going to cost too much, but you'll see some differences here, and obviously, you know, imitation leather versus calfskin. But inside here, I think this is really interesting. The paper in this one is actually, you know, it's not as high quality, I don't think, technically, as this one. But honestly, they're very similar in terms of actual reading experience from what I can tell. What I want to do here, though, is show you, if we'll get to the beginning of 2 Kings, what I was talking about earlier with just how it looks to me a little more feminine with the way that they've done their designs for the titles, the book titles. And you see here on the right, to me, with that flower and just the font that they're using now for the title, looks a little more feminine. Same with the section headings even. It's a little bit more of a, not in and of itself feminine, but just more elaborate looking font than they used to use. And you can see on the left there the older style. So, you know, this one definitely is higher quality materials than the older one that we're looking at. Also, this is an updated 2020 text edition of the CSB, a little bit tweaked, not a lot of differences, but just some minor updates. Whereas this one here, I believe, is the original text, but I can double check on that now. Yeah, I think this is the 2017 text in this particular volume. But honestly, you know, it just really depends on what you want. Also, this text maybe does go into the gutter slightly more at times, but honestly, I don't know. To me, it looks like it's very similar. So, yeah, I can see more margin on the outside, but in actual, I think because this is edge-lined, you know, it's a good thing that they moved that text out a little bit, but at the end of the day, they actually do have similar kind of a gutter there. But the text is not in the gutter. So, you know, that's just something to note. And then finally, I want to compare this to what I think is this is kind of unfair almost, but, you know, we're taking here ESV single column Bible, and you can see similarities, but I think this one is the highest quality. So you can kind of see, you know, this is maybe a step down from this. Nevertheless, this is going to be a lot less expensive. So you have printing here in the Netherlands on very high quality paper. This, I think, is called the Heritage Edition of the ESV. And it's there. It's this one's in a Wellington leather. They have goatskin leather. It's one of their high quality Bibles from Crossway. But you're going to pay a lot of money for these Bibles. This one, you're not going to have to pay as much. And one other difference is you probably have a little better line spacing in the Heritage ESV. But both of them very readable. Also more margin space you can see here. I do think the font size in this is definitely larger. So some trade-offs there. Honestly, though, you know, they're both great. I probably would lean and say, yeah, this on the whole is a bit of a nicer Bible. But you're going to pay a lot less for this. The translation is a great translation. So I certainly think they did a great job with this. I would love to see them step up a little bit in some of the materials. I would say, just looking at their most recent Holman Handcrafted Collection Bibles, they haven't impressed me as much. This one, though, I will say is pretty nice. So I'm not putting it down, but maybe bumping up some of the quality of this a little more in this direction. I understand that there's a cost there to that, and they have to weigh all of that. But that's a comparison of a very high-end Bible. And I think that gives you pretty much everything you need to know about this Bible. But if you do have any other questions or comments, I'd love to see that in the comments section below. But thank you so much for taking a look at this Holman Handcrafted Collection single column personal size Bible brought to you from a fish perspective.